Mr. Boom, it's just a big honor. Well, one of my biggest honors having this talk
Oh,
with you.
thank you. Thank you.
You're one of the living legends among the development and part of the childhood of many
Oh, yeah.
United States that we're now here working and doing this for life. And I really want to ask you a lot of questions about the all your experience as in this industry because you have seen a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And my first question is, what is the biggest change you have seen in the last 30-ish years you have in the industry?
Well, obviously, technology has moved, so fast. It's unbelievable. But from my experience, the biggest change has been just the size and the scope of what a game is. Right, the first Mortal Kombat game, for example, in 1992 was 4 people, and we did it in like 8 months, I think. And the last game we did was about 4 years and hundreds of people, so it's as big or bigger in some cases than making a movie. Right, there's just so many parts to it. I haven't written software, for years now, but it's just so big. That's to me is the biggest change, is how big the games are.
And continuing with this, what has been the biggest challenge that you have seen in these years as game developer, in terms of technology or in the industry or in general?
From our perspective, the biggest challenge is doing something that, because Mortal Kombat 1 is really the 12th Mortal Kombat game. So we have to make a game that players will want to play. Sometimes some players who've been playing for decades, we want to make something new, something exciting, something different that they haven't. That to me is the biggest challenge, is doing something new that everybody is going to be excited about after playing, 10 games from before, so it's very challenging.
And that goes exactly into my next question, because what is like how do you keep the creative process keep on going and to create new games or to create new characters or especially on a fighting game?
We're lucky because Mortal Kombat's been around for so many years that we have people on our team who weren't even born when the first Mortal Kombat game came out. So there's so many people and they're so excited and they have their own stories and experiences with Mortal Kombat that we have ideas coming from different generations of people, right? And so there's so many ideas that are just coming in. It's really part of the challenge is, what are we not going to do? We don't have time to do this. It's a great idea, but we don't have time to do it. So that's a big part of the creative aspect of the game, is just getting ideas from, so many people on our team.
And that has been a little bit of with this really big and long-lasting franchises that, as you mentioned, the new generation have come and they're like, I never played the original, or I was a young boy playing the original. I'm really a big fan, and they are like trying to, well, Scorpion is my favorite character. Let's make him a little bit more like he has always been one of the main characters in the saga, but how they continue to keep the original 8 fighters like they're in the game, right?
Yes, a lot of players they always want to see Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Liu Kang, Kano, Johnny Cage, and we have about 100 characters now that we've done over the years, and so it's challenging to pick which ones are going to be in and which ones are not for each game. And there's always somebody who gets mad because they don't see their favorite character in the game.
Fans are always like that, right?
Oh yeah, all
also,
the time.
What's along these years? What had you mentioned? Well, how could you say that it's the essence of Mortal Kombat, that it's still part of every game that you that as a new player or as an old player you can still see the same on all the games?
Yeah, I think there's certain parts of Mortal Kombat that are consistent throughout it, right? There's everything's exaggerated. It's hyper. It's from people. The fighters do things that are just impossible, and it's very fantasy driven. So I think that's a big part of what Mortal Kombat is. And then the costumes are very iconic. People always remember seeing the ninjas with the V-shaped, and Raiden with his hat, Kung Lao with his hat, and so there's a lot of visual iconic things that just put your head into like, oh yeah, it's Mortal Kombat. You see something. So we're lucky because of it's burned into people's heads what the essence of Mortal Kombat.
And well, going into the future, right now the industry development is taking a lot part of with artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Do you see the use of artificial intelligence on the upcoming Mortal Kombat games?
I would be surprised if the game industry in general did not use AI in some capacity. Whether it's concepts for visuals, like you could type in, show me a realistic Scorpion or a Pixar version of Scorpion or something like that, and it'll make it for you. So I would be surprised if they didn't use it. But I think I don't think it can replace like a new creative idea. I think it can be used as a tool to help you with your ideas, but I don't think it's at the point, at least not yet, where it's going to say, here's the next game you need to make, and it gives you all the details.
Now I want to see a Scorpion in the Pixar.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's hilarious.
It's adorable.
Well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you, and it's
great to meet you too. Thank you.
It's really real.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.